Hello, my name is Alexis.
And I'm Trinity.
And we are with A&T Kicks for Kids.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well. Okay, so meet your CEOs. I'll start off. My name is Alexis Flanklin. I am 17 years old, and I am a rising senior at Red Central High School. This is me on the right.
Yes, so my name is Trinity Miller. I am 17 years old, and I'm a rising senior also at Red Central High School, and this is me on the left.
All right, and this is sponsored by our non-for-profit, A&T Kicks for Kids. So we present to you
Trinity, the versatile shoe for kids, redefining gym shoe norms at birth.
So this is some of our inspirations of gym shoes. You know, we have the Jordan, we have the Converse, the Vans, the Yeezy, you know, a lot of the popular shoes today. But you know what's really interesting about these shoes that you see? You know, there's not really a versatile shoe for children. A lot of times you see kids who are 1, 2, even newborns, they're wearing Jordans. You know, people like their kids to be stylish, but nobody really thinks about the comfort and the care of their child's feet. So right here, here's the model of the Trinity. We'll further explain it as the presentation goes on. But as you can see, we have the shoestrings in the back. We have the zipper on the side. We added an extra sole on the bottom as a platform. And we also raised it up a little bit so it can be slightly a high top, but not too high. It's more like a midi. And yes, we'll explain as it keeps going. So you'll see more of how it's supposed to look.
So who is the shoe designed for? The shoe is designed for boy and girl, kids and infants and all your nieces and nephews and children that you may have that's learning to walk.
So what is included? So we have a metal zipper, we have canvas materials, biodegradable shoestrings, it's water resistant, and it's going to be a memory foam insole for comfort. So you know your kids don't have bunions, you know, as a child.
When is the shoe being released? Today, July 23rd, 2020.
Where is the business going to be located that's going to sell the shoes? It's going to be located in Chicago, Illinois, near Wrigley Field, right in a prime area in North Chicago, where it's going to get a lot of traffic. As you can see, it's located right here. This is how the inside looks.
How? This shoe works by being a versatile shoe. It includes comfortability, flexibility, and expandability. This shoe is also high class, breathable, and has heel counter support on the inside of the shoe. So when kids are learning to walk, they tend to have issues. A lot of children that you see now, or even teenagers, they become pigeon-toed, walk on their tippy toes, bow-legged, and that all starts now. So all the different things that we're doing in this shoe, it helps with that.
As well as sweating. You know, kids, they have sweaty feet, and sometimes, you know, the older it's becoming more premature now than when it was when I believe in y'all time. And so I believe that now it's important for us to take care of our children's feet. You know, we don't want them growing up, you know, with the wrong odors, gout, something, you know, out of this world, you know, so yeah. Why? So Kids, especially new walkers, need support on their feet. Kids like to play and parents hate dirty shoes. So the platform and the sole and the bottom of the shoe is black. So no matter the color of the shoe, the base will always remain black. You know, don't you hate buying kids' shoes over and over because they just get it dirty, right? So we believe that when you make the insole black, when you make the platform black, it reduces the amount of cleanliness, and you'll also be able to just wash the cloth part of it rather than, you know, sometimes getting the base of your shoe clean. It takes a long time sometimes.
So the shoe design is high top but not too high, like Alexis said. It's a silver zipper on the outside. It's a white shoe, but it has a black base. It has a thick black sole to help with flat feet, and it's black so that the base will not be dirty, because as she stated, like, kids like to play around in dirt a lot. Shoestrings go in the back so they will not be in the way or cause kids to trip. So it'll be a zipper in the back, but then it'll tie over it. And then the shoestring is any color, but in this case it'll be pink.
So to further explain what she is saying, let's take a regular gym shoe for a sec. Let's see if we look at your strings. As our slogan stated in the beginning, redefining gym shoe norms at birth. The normal standard gym shoe, you see that there's shoestrings, right? The shoestrings go in the front, you lace them up. But one problem that kids always do happen to say is, can you tie my shoe? Their shoestring just happens to get untied 30 seconds after you already tied it. It's like, what did you do? So what we're doing is we're redefining the gym shoe norms, and we're putting the shoestring on the back of the shoe, allowing it to only really have to be laced up one time. And say if a kid is having problems throughout the day, there's also a zipper on the side in case for them to take it off real fast. But we didn't want to completely lose the string portion of it, because we didn't want to lose the string as a whole on the gym shoe. So we left it on the back for style purposes as well. Price. The price of the gym shoe will be ranging from $85 to $100. These are some of the sizes that we'll be offering, from infant, toddler, and children.
So we have a shoe budget for our business and building the shoes of $500,000. Well, $1 million. Well, it'll be $1 million, including all the details inside of the business and the shoes. It'll be located on the north side of Chicago near Wrigley Field, as we showed before.
So let's talk investment. We're all here for one thing, aren't we? Okay. So we proposed an investment of $15.85. You guys will be getting 15% of the business. We'll be keeping the 85%, and we would like an investment of $250,000.
Sharks, any questions?
I have a question.
Okay.
You said this shoe is good for infants and toddlers.
Mm-hmm.
Their feet are constantly growing. $85 is quite a bit much when that child may only can wear that shoe for a month, maybe 2 months and a half. Have you thought about that?
Yes, we have thought about that. Personally, I believe that people invest into their children all the time. And I believe that, let's take a popular gym shoe for, say, Jordan. And if we look at the Jordan brand, they're not lowering their price to accommodate somebody's willing to spend. So a lot of parents, they choose to get 2 sizes up so their child can grow with the shoe. So I believe that it's an important investment to make in your child if you want to see them just grow their body in the way it should be grown.
And what's your cost per shoe, per pair of shoe?
Per pair of shoe?
To make one pair, what is your cost?
For including all the products and everything to go into the...
Right, your cost to make, if I want one pair of shoe, what is your cost? I know you're selling at $85 to $100. How much did it cost to make that shoe?
So it costs $40 to make each shoe.
So you have a profit margin of $45, you're saying?
45 to 60.
And what is your plan for production? How do you plan to get the shoe produced?
So to get our shoe produced, Can you explain the question a little further? What do you mean by producing?
How are you going to get the shoe made?
Okay, so we will go to different franchises and companies that will provide us with wholesale products, as well as getting the products from businesses that are agreeing to our standards of the biodegradable and who recycle, as well as just believe in our beliefs for children as well. We're not going to, a lot of places support different things that we don't agree with. Some places support, child, pedophilia and different things like that. There's always subliminal messages with a lot of things. So we're going to look at the background of our businesses. We're going to get our wholesale products and we're going to send it to our vendor.
Okay. And one more question. You said you guys are non-for-profit. What are you going to do with the money? How are you?
Kids in Africa need shoes. So we are going to put that forward into Kids in Africa.
Kids in Africa need shoes. Okay.
Yes, they do. And people who are less fortunate than us, because we're really blessed where we are right now.
Okay.
Last question, are you planning on taking this out?
But I just think, as he said, the cost would be much too high.
Yeah,
When you just start off and come in and your price is comparable to shoe companies that's been around
forever.
for years, you're not going to be able to jump into that market right away like that.
I think the other issue is they said that their store would be in Wrigleyville. Wrigleyville is more an area for baseball and bars, and I don't see that really is in terms
Baby
of
shoes.
parents, young kids. So I don't know how, in terms of marketing, they would be in, the product being marketed in that neighborhood.
And they're asking for a fourth of the startup cost. They're asking for a fourth of what they're saying they can make. That's a lot.
So that means they got it already.
They should, no, they're asking for a fourth. So
Right,
they
that's
would
what I'm
have to
saying.
have the other half.
And you only get 15%.
Right.
So it'll take me 15 years to make a profit.
Right, okay.
I mean, when you think about the percentage of your profit margin,
Right.
and it's nonprofit, so
So they would have to come down on that, okay.
How you guys doing today? My name is
My name is Jade Maxwell.
and our company name is Euphorics Incorporated. Okay, so the shoe design we made is a his and her type of shoe, and the shoe name is called the Loved Ones. But to start off, we're gonna start with our boutique. This is our boutique. This is just a clear rough draft of it. As you can see, this will be our front desk. We have two fitting rooms. We have a fitting room and a back room. This back room will hold all of our shoes. And this wall will be personally for our designs only. This back wall will be hold for, let's say, Vans, Adidas, Nike, all other types of shoe brands. Right here, this will be the his and her clothing line. We're still working on the clothing line right now. The entire room will be 55 feet by 60 feet long. And there will be a greeter at the front desk. Our rent in all will be $1,500 just because we're a storefront. And our budget is $175,000. The purpose of our overall purpose for the shoe design is to have a shoe that will be more for the couples, because most couples don't have like a good shoe design. Like it's hard for a man to match a woman's fit if you're out trying to go out like on like a date night or just go out in general. Like it's hard to match. Like it just is. And yeah. Okay, you keep going. This is your part.
Okay, so I'm gonna talk about the shoe design itself. So here's what the shoe design looks like. For this shoe, this is the male shoe, and both of the shoes are identical to each other, so the shoe can match, but it's unique to each person. So the female shoe is here, and it's designed for not only hetero couples, but for other couples, so a his and his, or her and her, whatever. So basically the design is where we have the king for the boys, and we have a queen for the girls. and the couple can design the shoe as they see fit, so they can customize the coloring, they can customize the way it looks, they can put quotes on it, they can put their anniversary date, whatever they want to put on it, they can put on that. So yeah. So this is a closer look at the male shoe. Basically, there's some different colors that you can choose from. Mostly our main design is tie-dye, so if you want a red and white tie-dye or blue and white, blue and black, whatever design the couple wanted. Here you can see that there's the anniversary date of the couple. There's a quote on the back that the couple says often to each other. So it's just a unique design for each couple, so it'll fit to your couple specifically.
And we'll be putting the shoe out in all areas. We'll be putting the shoe out in our boutique on February 14th, which is obviously that time. Oh wait. All of these shoes were like our previous blueprints. We decided to go with this last idea right here, mainly because it is a high top shoe, so you have more room to put your design and you have more room for customization. And the more customization you add to the shoe, the more money you add to the customization, basically. So the more money you make, the more profit for the company overall. The budget to make each shoe is $10, and we spend $3 on marketing, $2 on materials and fabric, and $5 on customizations, because we're going to post a website where you can write down any type of quotes you want. Of course, it matters with how many characters it is. And if you want to change king to queen to king to king or queen to queen, you can do all such things, basically. Thank you, and we are now open for questions.
What's the cost of it? So if I buy the shoes, I would be getting 2 pairs, one for me and one for my spouse. Is that correct?
No, sir. You'll begin, if you're buying 1 pair, you'll get the king, and then your spouse will have to buy an entirely separate pair, which would be the queen. So each shoe will cost $150 for you.
That's the starting price without without a lot of customization.
So the more I put on it, the more it's going to cost.
Yes.
But
But it starts off at $150,
Yes.
and it costs you $10 to make.
Yes, sir.
Profit margin, $20.
And how do you plan on getting the shoes made?
Opening up a distribution center or factory and having people here in the U.S. make them to provide other jobs for people. So that way, instead of having people overseas make them, we can have our own people in our own communities make them.
So you're gonna open your own factory, or you're gonna use a factory here?
We'll probably use a factory here and just have people hired and then have them do it.
And even with that, it costs $10 to make per shoe, because all of that will cost $10 to make per shoe. And how much are you seeking from the start? To start up your business, startup cost?
Oh, like to start the business in general? About $200,000.
200.
What did you say was gonna be located at, your business?
Oh, we're gonna locate it in Chicago, Illinois to start, because it's easy just to get around here because we live in Illinois ourselves, and from there we're gonna distribute out. So our first boutique is gonna be a storefront in Chicago, Illinois.
Okay, where, any specific location in Chicago?
More than likely, we're gonna start it in a local neighborhood in a more residential area, so that way more people in our own communities can have more access to them instead of opening the storefront in a big location like downtown Chicago. So
Such as on the BFLs.
So your budget is 175,000, and you're asking for 200,000.
Yes, sir, just in case, for like causes of error, or just, if you just have the extra money just for, you can like produce more materials with that extra money. Yes, sir.
So you're not kicking it with that extra 20?
No, sir.
No.
Any more questions? Dr. Jason?
Yeah, like a
A
mall or
boutique
someplace
type,
that's
a
gonna be,
boutique, like the water tower downtown.
Do y'all-
That's where it needs to be a regular
Do y'all
field.
really believe that? LeBron's cost $200-something and they burn out the neighborhood.
Yeah, that's
So-
true though.
but LeBron already got a reputation though.
But
You gonna have to establish that first, but somebody gonna pay
but
that.
some of these other shoes that didn't have a reputation, they came just like that.
So never,
And you don't even know them shoes. You just see the kids with them shoes on. You ain't never. They don't say LeBron.
Hello, my name is Godrien Owusu,
And my name is Maya Walker.
and our company name is Runner Oak.
And this is our logo, and it's supposed to be in black.
So this is our shoe store. It's gonna be some in Chicago Premium Outlets. The address is 1650 Premium Outlet Boulevard, Aurora, Illinois. And we want to have our shoe store roughly around here in Havenport. And our budget is around $250,000.
And we choose this outlet because we wanted to start off small. We wanted, like, we want to stick to our budget instead of, rather than open up a store in the mall. So, yeah, we want to stick to our budget. Okay, so the blueprint. So this is the entrance, which is the front. And then on the sides of the entrance, we added windows. And then on the side, the left and right, we're gonna put a wall of shoes, where our shoes are at. In the middle would be the register, and then in the register, we decided to have, a collection of socks, grip socks, and a collection of shoelaces. And then in the back, we wanted a mini track to test our shoes because this store, we're doing a running shoe, shoes for runners and joggers. And also, downstairs, our basement is our storage room where we're gonna have, the shoes and the boxes. And the audience. So the audience will be female, male, all ages. And also, how we will promote our store, we're gonna use social media and a billboard. And also, we want our store to have a website where people can purchase their shoes online.
Okay, so this is one of our main shoe models that we have. So it's gonna be a regular shoe, well, not a regular running shoe, but it's gonna have a thick bottom sole, and it's gonna so that when you're running, like you don't strike. Every time you hit the floor, it's not gonna cause too much damage to your shins, and that's pretty bad. But with runners, because usually when they run a lot, like after a lot of time, shin splints, they start to get shin splints. And shin splints are when you overuse or a lot of pressure and contact with your shin while you're running, and that's usually is a common conception with runners. So we want to have a memory foam midsole inside the shoe, so that when they're running, it softens up the landing of the impact that will hit the shin area. And we want our primary color of the shoe to be white, and then the secondary color of the shoe to be black.
So it can go with, every outfit, because black goes with everything, so.
And then the people who want to buy it, we want it to be both female and male with all ages, so anyone can buy it.
Also, the shoe has a heel tab and a pull tab, so it'll be easier to put on the shoe.
And we will try doing something different. So we have a little net for you to tie your shoes with, so you can put the laces in between each little hole inside the net. So it'll be easier to tie your shoe, and you can switch up the way how it fits through the way how you tie your shoe, because most shoes, they usually have like the holes in between, and you can't really tie your shoe the way how it fits just for you. But with the net, it makes it more easier to do it with different styles, different ways, and you can tie it and it feels different on your foot with the different ways how you use it with the net. And we want our price of the shoe to be roughly around $80 for each unit. And the material of the main part of the shoe will be made out of permanent, which is made out of yarn when you process it, after you process it, which there will be little holes in between inside the permanent, so it'll be easier for like the heat and the air built up inside your shoe while you're running to escape out, so it'll be easy. It won't be smelling as bad because no one really likes smelly shoes.
No, you're right.
And also, in our store, we want to have like the same shoe, but like different colors, so people can pick their colors. Because sometimes, you know, you always want that shoe and they don't have the right colors. So we want, you know, many choices of the colors they can pick for items.
And on the insole of the shoe, there's just going to be small little small rubber bumps in between, so that while you're running, another problem that runners usually have are blisters. And blisters usually come while you're running and you run a lot. Your foot sometimes it slides around in the shoe, and that friction, when it happens a lot over time, that's how these runners usually start to get blisters around the feet, the back of the foot, the toe area, and usually you don't want that happening. So we're gonna have rubber bumps on the insole so that your foot is more in contact while you're running, more stuck in the shoe, so while you're running, it doesn't move around as much. We're wondering if you could invest about $300,000 into our company in total with the factory and how much it costs to make everything. This is our job for the first model that we just showed you right now.
So if we invest $300,000, what profit do we get to keep? Like, what percentage do you get? What percentage do we get?
We'll roughly get around, we'll say 75% income, and we'll get
You get 25% stake?
And with each unit that we sell, we'll give you guys an extra $20.
Oh,
Cents.
6.6 to make a shoe?
Yeah. We did research and we were able to find like cheap prices.
Okay.